So let's go ahead and go through a few examples real quick over how to use this formula and how it comes to play with these examples here. So if you didn't see the previous video, here's the formula that we're using. Just scroll right up there. And so we have that the sum, I'm just going to rewrite it, is a times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. And if you need to know what each one of those letters mean, like I said, just scroll up. So this one says that the common ratio is 0.5. And the first term, so that's a, is 256. And they're telling us to find s of the first 6 terms. So n is 6, and we're finding s. So let's just go ahead and plug all that in. I'm not sure how much easier this could get. So s is going to equal a, I don't know why I was going to put 0.5, 256 times 1 minus 0.5 to the 6 over 1 minus 0.5. And from there, you just bring in the calculator. And you just enter exactly how this looks. Make sure you use those parentheses correctly. And you get 504. And that's the sum for that problem. So let's go ahead and look at the next one. So the next one is saying that the common ratio, and let me just rewrite that formula. So s equals a times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. And I like to rewrite the formula for every problem I do. That's honestly how I memorize these formulas, and I remember them forever. So the common ratio of a geometric series, so the ratio is 3, and they're telling us that the sum of the first 8 terms, so first 8 terms, the sum is 3280. And they're telling us, they're asking us what is the first term of the series. So we're going to be looking for a. So I'll put a question mark there. So let's go ahead and plug this in. So we'll have 3280 equals a, that's what we're looking for, times 1 minus 3 to the 8 over 1 minus 3. I'm going to go ahead and just put this into Desmos real quick. I'm going to put the right-hand side in, the number next to a, see what we get for that. So I'm going to have 1 minus 3 to the 8 divided by 1 minus 3. And I got 3280. And so how do we solve for a? Well, we're going to go ahead and divide. And I got that a equals 1. All right, so for our last example, find the sum of the first 9 terms in the following geometric series. So for this one, just listing out our formula again. So s equals a times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. You should be getting tired of that formula by now. So the first term is 64. You can see that's the first term listed, right? So 64 is that first term listed. And then our common ratio, what are we multiplying by each time? Well, you can see it's getting cut in half, right? So we're multiplying by 1/2 or 0.5. It's up to you. So we'll put r equals 0.5. A little easier than dealing with a fraction. Or why don't we just put a fraction just so we can see how it looks in Desmos when we enter it. So I'll put 1/2. And they said that we're going to go 9 terms with this, and we're looking for the sum. So just plug that right into our formula. So s equals our first term, which is 64, times 1 minus 1/2 to the 9 over 1 minus 1/2. And so go right into Desmos with this. We'll have 64 times 1 minus 1/2 to the 9th divided by 1 minus 1/2. And I got 127.75. So s equals 127.75. And that's how you do those problems.